exactly where he wants. I sure flew with pride and spirit. I hope you did too. Every time I see how this show, I'm inspired. It's really something to have a professional instructor giving this special demonstration.
Jumpers are accelerating at speeds in excess of 120 miles an hour as they build their formation. Both jumpers have made it to the formation. They are now rotating 360 degrees every 3 to 5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Wings of Blue Barber Pole. The Wings of Blue was founded in 1964 by a group of renegade cadet skydivers. We are proud to represent the United States Air Force at demonstrations such as this one. Each year, the Wings of Blue perform at more than 50 special events, displaying intricate aerial skills for more than 2 million spectators. Jumping into events that include the College Football Playoff, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and various shows across the world.
Of particular interest, John and Ward flew up to 3 performances per day as part of the 5-a-day, just about 11 hours. Airshow put on by the Walt Disney Company off the stern of the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California. Not only have they flown in some of the biggest air shows, but also some of the smallest, such as Hillary Museum's biggest little air show. Air shows over Special performances include racing the smoking jet trucks and other jet vehicles, circling skydivers, and serving as a skydiving platform. Wardog and John even flew backup pace plane for the Reno Air Races. Career highlights have included flying aerobatic formations with another T6 and a pair of T6s, and with a P-51 Mustang as a member of the North American team. That Mustang was piloted by none other than Chuck Hall. John's climbing to begin the aerobatic part of his performance. As he was it started over 50 years ago, and at the age of 13, he took his first flight. At the age of 16, he soloed 5 different types of airplanes. His aerobatic career started in 1974 at the age of 19, and his first competition was at Apple Valley Airport with the International Aerobatic Club, where he achieved high ratings in World Cup championships. He continued to advance his career when at age 26 he formed his own aerobatic training school out of Hong Kong.
Sydney area. P63 getting in, probably another shot. Getting ready. On the C-53 with his couple of one that marking off. Buddy coming in. To avoid being dragged. The paratroopers then collect their clear and clear the drop zone, ready to continue the mission. Thank you for joining us in the Round Canopy Parachuting Team's USA celebration of the American Paratrooper. Please feel free to come meet the real paratroopers on site today next to the aircraft D-Day doll and visit them online at RCPT for Round Canopy Parachute Team, rcptusa.org. Hey guys, thanks for being here with us today. We really appreciated watching your story. Alright, here comes a photo now. King Cobra, check that. With the Spitfire in the lead. Followed by Pat Nightingale in the
And you can see how tight that aircraft does turn around. And that's, like I said, that's 1950s about energy management. Show 3 o'clock coming across. You know it, right?
KNF, get the cameras out. Goes by fast.
In a military situation, you don't want to have to be building 3-mile-long runways.
Kent is a retired fire weather meteorologist for the Ventura County Fire and still serves on the initial wildfire response teams for the state of California.
We can't land this thing, Ed. We're in real trouble. Over.
Listen, you're going to be perfectly all right as long as you follow instructions. One thing, it's important that the man at the controls is also the man on the radio.
Hey, come on, I don't want it. Come on. He said the fellow was lying to me talking on this thing. What am I supposed to do? Everything you want to study everything? You want to work the radio? What are you supposed to do?
Flown by Brian Smith from Lake Forest, California. He's a third-generation pilot of the original 225 horsepower engines. After the Air Force was finished with these aircraft, some went to the Civil Air Patrol. Little echelon break from the guys here. We'll follow the leader. So I mentioned some of these aircraft were given to Civil Air Patrol, while others were given to third world countries through the Lend Lease program. The T-34B models with a 265 horsepower engine were produced for the Navy between 1954 and 58. These aircraft were handed down to naval recruiting as well as the forestry service as fire spotter aircraft. The B model was replaced with the turboprop C or Charlie model that has just recently been replaced with the Beech Texan II. All the aircraft here today have been totally restored with engine upgrades to either the 285 or 300 horsepower engine.
Squadron is coming in. You're going to see some beautiful, beautiful formation flying here. You've heard these aircraft all throughout the area here, both in LA.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
That was a beautiful belly grab.
Serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shook.
That's what they're doing. Precision. Each person has their spot in that formation. And with that being said, their sole purpose. So we call this the big pass. We're going to see belly up. This is a great picture. What do you say? Make this fun. Now they're going to bring these aircraft back around. They're going to do what they call a hot pass. squadronbook.org. We also have our booth over on the ramp just outside of the CAF hangar. It's a big hangar with the CAF on it. Come by and see us. We got some new swag and gear. If you have a special event and you're interested in having a fun or support that event or fly over, you can find us at our website or our booth. And thank you so much for joining. Thanks for being here.
MBB BO-105, and look at him get that loop inverted there. This aircraft was primarily designed for the German Army, but it's been built in Germany and Canada. Red Bull helicopters are always built in Canada. It has twin engines, two Rolls-Royce 250 C-20B engines, generating about 420 horsepower each. His flying career has been mostly focused on film and television production, flying in well over 100 productions. He's also flown in various other capacities, such as mountainous terrain and offshore support, flying in test programs for NASA and Lockheed Martin. He was the aerial coordinator for several aviation projects that broke world records. He is saying goodbye to you right now.
car. The camera fed supposedly shell shot, not the big shot. Wait for that to make the sensing up. The Hellcat, the F6M. Let's see a close up on it. That airplane came around and it flew very successfully.
B-38 was the plane that the highest scoring American ace, Richard Bond, win that player. As he comes in for his ball. Richard Bond in the P-38 was the highest scoring American ace, as I said.